April the 7th, 5 a day. Factorise y squared minus 100. Need to recognise that this is a difference of two squares. So we're going to have two brackets. There has to be a y in the beginning of each to get the y squared. Plus and a minus, and the square root of 100 is 10. So we have 10 in each bracket. The probability of passing the driving test is 0.6. Two friends take the driving test. What is the probability that only one friend passes? So this is the probability that the first one passes and the second one fails, or the probability that the first one fails and the second one passes. Excuse me. Probability that the first one passes then is 0.6 and the second one fails, which will be 0.4. Or the first one fails, which will be 0.4, and the second one passes, which will be 0.6. So this will be 0.24. Or means plus, and this will be 0.24 as well. So the probability that happens is 0.48. Solve the following equation. So we're going to have to expand this bracket, and then we're going to have to take the 40 over and rearrange. So we get x squared plus x minus 2x, and then 1 times minus 2 is equal to 40. So x squared plus x minus 2x will be minus x minus 2, and then the 40 will come over to be minus, and that will be equal to 0. So we're going to get x squared minus x minus 42 equals 0. We're now going to try and factorise this again by looking for two numbers that add to make minus 1 and times to make minus 42. We're going to have the numbers 6 and 7 that do this. If we need to end up negative, we're going to have plus 6 and minus 7. So we're going to have x plus 6 in one bracket and x minus 7 in the other bracket equal to 0. Then we can say either x plus 6 equals 0, and from that we get x equals minus 6, or x minus 7 equals 0, and from that we get x equals plus 7. Solve the following equations. I'm going to make the x values the same, so I'm going to times this one by 3 and I'm going to times this one by 5. So I'm going to get 15x plus 9y is equal to 39, and I'm going to get 15x plus 25y is equal to 15. Now I'm going to have to subtract to get rid of the x's, so I'm going to have no x's, then I'm going to have 9 minus 25, which is minus 16y, is equal to 39 minus 15, which 39 minus 15 is 24. So I'm going to get y is equal to 24 divided by minus 16. So I'm going to get that y equals minus 1.5. I'm going to put that back into the first equation, and I'm going to get 5x plus 3 lots of minus 1.5 equals 13. Then I'm going to go up to here, so I'm going to get 5x minus 4.5 equals 13. So 5x equals 17.5. So x equals 2.5 when I divide by 5. Calculate the volume of a cone. This formula is given to you on the front of the paper, and the formula is 1/3 pi r squared h. So we're just going to simply plug in the numbers. So it's 1/3 times pi times 3 squared times by h, which is 10. So we get 1/3 times by pi times by 3 squared times by 10, and we find that the volume is 94.25 centimeters cubed.